folks, this is Silver Skull Gamer. I am back just in time for the release of the new Space Marines Codex, which brings with it, as you just saw, in my opinion, the dumbest models ever by Games Workshop. Let me pull them back up. Here they are. The Centurions, the silliest things I've ever seen. They have spawned memes galore and well deserved. They're Space Marines inside of Space Marines. But I'm back. My computer's up and running. I'm using Fraps to record this video, obviously because it's on my computer screen and not an external video. So I got to talk about the Space Marine release because I'm a Space Marine player, and I have to admit I have a weakness for power armor, but I do not have a weakness for power armor inside of power armor like this. So let's just go ahead and go to the pre-order page. So the Space Marine 6th Edition Codex is coming out. We pretty much know, well, we think we know everything about it already because the supposed rules have leaked all over the internet. So, yeah. But let's just look at the pre-order page. They've got collector's editions, which are only 500 available of each of the founding chapters. Each get a cover. And then the Crimson Fists get the quote-unquote successor version. You were literally... I'm going to click on the Salamanders one because that's the one I would have bought if I felt it was worth it. But let's read the description, shall we? Because the price is $115. Yeah. So, for an extra $57 and change, you get one of 500 books. Okay, that's pretty, I mean, worldwide for Games Workshop. Okay, pretty limited, right? It has a soft touch hardcover. Here it is. Soft touch hardback format, whatever the hell that means. And it has a clear dust jacket, so a clear, thin piece of plastic. Alright, so we're getting, you know, we're seeing where our money's going here. Numbered end paper. I don't know what that means. Somewhere there's a number of your book. And it has the chapter icon or legion symbol and Roman numerals and stuff on the spine, I guess. Gold page edging and a green ribbon bookmark. That's it. That's what you get for $57 extra because the page count is exactly the same. There's no extra salamanders fluff. You know, I mean, apparently each founding legion gets its own little section, which is cool. I mean, that's way better than the Ultramarines codexes we've been getting. But for $57, I'm sorry. I love salamanders, but I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna buy the Forge World Massacre Book 1 because that's gonna have way better content on salamanders than this book, because this book, it's just a cover, that's it, and some edging. So there's your collector's edition, one for each founding legion. Some of the artwork's pretty cool. I actually like the pose of this guy. You know, I like that now it took what 30 some years, 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000s to actually get, now we're getting artwork and models of Space Marines actually aiming their bolters. So I actually kind of like that pose better than the Salamanders guy. But and then we get this guy who's like, holy crap, I ran out of ammo. I didn't think I had to actually reload my bolter. Wow. He's just totally stunned. He's like, holy moly, I don't carry extra magazines. What am I supposed to do now? So that's hilarious. And this is Vanguard. Iron Hands, which is awesome because Iron Hands actually get some love, finally. They're going to have their own little section like the other chapters. There they are. And they actually get their own chapter tactics, but still no special characters. So we'll have to wait on a supplement for that one. Alright, moving on. As always, there's a one-click bundle with all the new stuff. Let's go to the first new kit, which really the only new thing is this Chaplain. So let's load him up. And in my opinion, others are loving this guy. My opinion, this is a step backwards. Like, I'm sorry, but the skull mask is like cartoony. The flowing toilet paper, just, yeah. I mean, that style of bone work reminds me of my like 3rd edition Legion of the Damned. I know, I'm hating. I love Chaplain models, but this guy, he seems like a step backwards. And he's 30. No, actually, you can't even buy this model separately. You have to spend $90 US on this set just to get this guy. So let's see, that's 41. Wow, they're still charging you. That's not even a savings. This kit, this Razorback is $41. This is 35. So we're up to 76. Okay, so you're paying $24. Right, 90, 76, 24. So, no, less, okay, even less than that, 14. Okay, so you're saving a little money. Bah, not worth it. But it is cool because now you can take command squads with chaplains and librarians. Supposedly, but obviously that bundle confirms it. Okay, here we go. Here's the most ridiculous, dumb models it's ever seen. They could be better, but they're just silly. I mean, they have power fists. I don't know. They're just silly. Really silly. Like all this armor, I don't even think the legs could function because all those armor plates would actually bind up into each other as soon as those thighs tried to move anywhere. So those are dumb. If there was a way to take those off, but there's not, because I think in the spruce section you see that those are actually molded onto the legs. Oh, and the legs are not posable. So you get three poses. I guess these are the grav. So we get new weapons. We get grav cannons, but they're just silly. What role do these serve? You have dreadnoughts and terminators. What? I don't know. They're dumb. I'm not going to waste time on these guys. I don't like them. You may like them. Oh, let's turn them around. Let's see the Space Marine inside the Space Marine here. Here we go. Oh, there he is. So at least it makes sense, because in the beginning all we saw was this, and everybody was like, "There's no. How does he even fit?" But it's a Space Marine inside a Space Marine. There's his little legs. Now his arms are contained within the body somewhere, so he is like piloting little joysticks for the arms. I am liking the helmet. I'm liking the crest though, but we'll see that on the best kit in this release. AA tank, which supposedly does not have interceptor in either version. This kit's not bad. I mean, it's a Rhino, but it has like a totally new front, which is cool. It has these grounding stabilizers that punch into the ground to keep it from moving, which is silly because those cannons, they're not, whatever. And everybody's like, "Oh, that big gun." Well, it's not a gun, it's a missile. This is a missile launcher. It's not a gun, so it's basically recoilless for the most part. So stabilizers don't make sense. Now a Vindicator, this side piece would look a lot better and make more sense on a Vindicator, not this tank. But anyways, so you get two different AA tanks. This one supposedly has a cool rule where if you miss the first shot, on the next turn of the enemy player, you roll like a 5 up, and you can hit them again on the next turn. So like the missile's just flying around tracking. You miss the first shot, then it starts flying around tracking. On the next turn, it either homes in or doesn't. Now we don't know if it goes away after the second try or if it continues to keep trying to hit, but that's kind of cool. And it has armor bane, so extra penetration roll. That's cool. Supposedly the other version has split fire and is like basically a 3 or 4 shot auto cannon. Anyways, does not have interceptor. Here we go. This is where the money's at. Plastic Sternguard. Look at him. Bask in the glory of this guy right here. That helmet and that crest is removable, by the way. Bask in the glory of this guy. Okay, that is an awesome helmet. Badass crest. The only problem with this kit is that these tabards, they're not full robes. These tabards are molded into the legs. So they did kind of screw that up. But, I mean, just look at these guys. They're badass. Alright, so let's look at there's a lot of pictures of these dudes. Oh, salamanders. Woo! Look at these guys. Are they not awesome? So you can see the new combi weapons, which I hate. They don't make sense. They're nonsensical. This is a one-shot flamer, right? Why is it as big as a normal flamer? It's one shot. If the combi flamer is that big, you should be able to get more than one shot. Then we won't even talk about the mechanics of the bolter. Like, how does that bolter even function? I'm not going to get on. I just don't like them. If you want to know why, I'll explain. Leave a comment, and I'll tell you why. But I hate the special one-shot weapon over the top of your main weapon. Anyways, it's dumb. I'll convert them or something. But at least they include them, so you get 2 of each. But these guys are awesome. Salamanders just rock. Let's see. Alright, let's go to the sprues. Skip ahead. Okay, so there you are. Tabards are molded into your legs. Cool torsos. 2 storm bolters. 2 of each combi weapon, including the grav guns, grav pistol. You also get your plasma flamer and melta and grav gun. Awesome. There's your backpacks. Lots of arms. You'll notice they're doing a new thing here where they're leaving the hands off, because the hands are coming on all the weapons. So I guess you can like twist them, and it's another. Oh, but let's count heads here. 1, 2. So there's 2 heads on this sprue. There's an auspex. Apparently there's rules for auspexes again. 1, 2 heads on that one. Lots of heads. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 7 helmets. Okay. And here's your badass Roman. Oh crap! Crest. That's what it is. I gotta watch my time on my audio recorder because for some reason it cuts out at like 15 minutes. In fact, let's pause right now. And we're going again. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, just don't want to run out of time. So, there's 7 helmeted heads. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unhelmeted heads. That's crazy. Oh, 6. There's another one. You were looking at the back of them, but those are heads. We can see the Mohawk. They're bringing back the Mohawks, which I think is pretty cool. Mohawks are awesome. And beards. So here's some more combi weapons. There's a flamer. Here's your heavy bolter, which is cool. And the plastic heavy flamer. You know this is going to be the new combi melta on eBay. This thing's going to sell for like $8. It's going to be insane. There's little backpack pieces for the now that's interesting. I wonder if the okay, so separate heavy bolter backpack, flamer backpack. Look at the detail on these plastic shoulder pads. Lots of shoulder pads. Cool stuff. Scabbarded, I don't know how to say that. Sword, I guess. That's cool. Looks like Mark 8 errant armor with an Aquila on the, what do you call the neck guard? I don't remember, but whatever the word for that is. So Sternguard kit, I don't know, for 50 bucks, I'd have to say that's worth it. I mean, compared to the current Terminator box, which is very low on detail, the amount of stuff you get in this box, relatively speaking, now we're talking about within Games Workshop's pricing structure, this is a $50 box for Games Workshop. Anyways, it should be like 30, but anyways. Alright. Now the Vanguard are $10 less, so they're 40 bucks. Not sure why, but they're pretty awesome too. I mean, look at these guys. Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, badass power sword. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. Woo! Oh, and lightning claws. So they look pretty good. Mohawk, detailed armor. I mean, every armor is, got the bling on it. I think some of the legs seem, this set of legs, there's something odd about the way those are, to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle of that picture. The posing could be a little better. So let's, alright. Very nice, very nice. Let's look at the Raven Guard paint job, because they're cool. Cool Raven Guard paint jobs here. Double bladed axe. Awesome. Gonna get that. Okay, here's, I clicked on sprue number 2. But look at that. You get, there's 2 sets of lightning claws, set of legs, torsos. I thought it was interesting, these arms, look at those holes. I wonder if those will fit magnets. That would be insane if Games Workshop made those to fit magnets. Probably not. It's probably just to save space. But Storm Shields, looks like 2 are the same there. Those 2 are this. Nope, those are different. Cool chainsword with skulls. Cool power sword with lots of detail. Shoulder pads, lots of detail. I kind of skipped a sprue here. But if you notice, 1, 2, 3, there's 2. Okay, I thought there was enough lightning claws for everybody. But I was wrong. So there's only 4 sets of lightning claws. Let's go back. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. Well, even so. It's a lot of plastic lightning claws for power armor, which is hard to get. I think right now the only set you can get that in is what, the Commander's set? Maybe? So, Thunderhammers. 1, 2, 3, there's 4 there. Okay, so you can do 4 Thunderhammers and Storm Shields or 4 Lightning Claws, and then somebody else has got to have something different. I think the best bit in this set to me is the augmented, the Bionic Mark 6 helmet, which is right here. He's got a little bionics going on. That's pretty damn cool. This helmet's cool. It's kind of like a Mark 2, Mark 3. That's awesome. I love the paint job on that axe. That's pretty epic. So 40 bucks. That's definitely worth it. I mean, well, I say that, and then you can get Death Company for what, $33, $35, and it's got basically just as much, not the same bits, but a lot of detail and stuff. Well, I'm sure, I guarantee you Death Company is going to go up to $40, but when Blood Angels come out. So get them while you can. Okay, here we go. Tac Squad, completely new. Everybody said, nah, they're not going to do it, but everybody agreed it needed to be done. Tac squad is cool. All right, everybody stands a little taller. They're not so squatted. I mean, this guy's almost standing straight up, aiming a bolter. Check it out. Grav gun. Mark 4 legs. Mark 6. And actually, if we look at this Mark 6 guy, he is a complete Mark 6 armor. He's got the correct chest plate, and now they have the correct right hand shoulder guard. So that's pretty cool. So, and I believe there's actually 2 sets, because there's another set of Mark 6 legs. Oh, there's another one. But I think you can build, when we look at the sprues, you can build like 2 complete Mark 6 guys. Maybe just one. I don't know. Mark 8, it looks even better. I mean, like the Gorget. Is that what it is? Anyways, it's got studs. It's like even higher now. So, oh, and now you get an actual missile launcher backpack. So that's cool. And I noticed some other details on the sprues. There's your grav gun. There's your complete Mark 6 trooper. That's cool. Let's look at some of these faces here. Mohawk. This guy, that's seems very chaos-y to me. I'm sure chaos players are going to eat that up. That breather mask. That's pretty cool. Guy aiming the bolter. Yay. Like that. There's your grav combi gun. And pistol. Power fist. There's some Vanguard guys. Loving the salamander. Definitely doing salamanders 30k. Alright, sprues. And these are all the legs. There's your missile launcher backpack. Hurrah. Now look, if you notice, small details. On this set of missiles, we now have the frag, crack, and a flak missile. Melt-a-bomb didn't change. Less ammo pouches. These are like the only ammo pouches right here. So you get 3 of the big ones, 3 of the small ones. That's it. Get some detailed. These shoulder. There's 1, 2, 3 of these shoulder pads have that bolter shell icon that was in the 5th edition Codex. It's like a marksmanship award. I'm not sure what that sunburst icon is supposed to represent. And then there's your Mark 6 studded pad, and here is the smooth pad for the right hand side. And your banner, some other icons there, I think, from the Codex. Backpacks, there's some extra detailed ones, a little different design. That's kind of cool. Haven't seen that before, I don't think. Power sword, little scrolls, grenades, purity seals, and here's your. Okay, that is not. That's the old style. Here are the 2 Mark 6 torsos. Those are the correct Mark 6 torsos. There's your Mark 8. And then lots of heads. Holy cow. There are so many heads here. But it looks like there's only 3 without helmets. Next sprue. As we see, more arms with no hands. Auspex, combat knife. Hooray for there's a pointy finger. Guy's holding something. That's a grenade. Oh, a magazine. There's a pose now where a guy's actually like mid-reload. He's getting ready to jam another magazine in his bolter. Ah, here it is. Look at this. Modular combi gun. Ah, check that out. Whoop. I can't highlight stuff. So that's kind of cool. Good for conversions. I'm sure they'll sell for $1 million on eBay. And flamer, melt-a-gun, plasma gun, grav gun. And there's your combi flamer bit, which I hate the way they did that. Power fist. Couple combat knives. So there's a lot less of older bits because there's so much new stuff. Like, used to get a buttload of combat knives and magazine pouches and stuff, but not so much anymore. But these sprues, I mean, look at them. They're packed. So, can't complain too much. And the price has gone up to 40 bucks. But that's not too bad. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. There's some sexy guys right there. There's your sergeants. Trying to find the guy reloading his bolter. I know there was a White Dwarf picture of a guy reloading his bolter. There's one of the new backpacks. Yeah, maybe it's only in the White Dwarf. But anyways, there's you can pose a guy to be reloading a bolter, which is kind of cool. So that's a little more dynamic. The legs are not dynamic. Okay, Captain. Basically, knockoff he's a version of Sicarius and the Assault on Black Reach. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. They did not have to put a lot of effort into this. I mean, it's basically, if you take the Assault on Black Reach guy, it's the exact same pose. So, instead of a tabard, he's got the, oh man, there's a word for these. What do you call them? They're not epaulets. Something. These leather dangly bits. And he's got a combi grav gun. So, yeah, whatever. He's not $30 good, I can tell you that. That's crazy. You can buy the customizable old plastic kit for still $22.25. This is $30 buys you this. That's what 30 bucks gets you now. So $30. Well, if I add $3 more, I could buy an assault squad or death company, or I could buy one guy. And his only option is basically he's got a unhelmeted head right here, which we can't see the front of, but that's it. So yeah, 30 bucks, no thanks. Librarian with a creepy ass flying baby. He is $30, but gotta give it to him. That's pretty cool, Librarian. I don't think this paint job does him justice though. I don't know. Not sure that was the right paint job. But cool old man, bearded face. That's cool. I don't really like the skull cap though. That's kind of strange. I don't like that. He'd be better bald or with a mohawk. Old bearded man with a mohawk? Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, and creepy cherub. Also $30. Let's look at his sprue. Are there any options here? Nope, doesn't look like it. But at least the creepy baby looks to be totally separate, and if you do not add him or glue him on, I don't think it's going to take away from the model. So that's good. And the creepy cherub is probably going to sell on eBay for $5. Okay, Battle Forces, the old Battle Force boxes are going away. They're now going to sell basically a real army in a box. I mean, it's still a small army, but this is actually what an army would look like, because you've pretty much got everything except heavy support. So you have 2 troops, you have an HQ, you get a command squad, you get a fast attack, you get another troop choice, but scouts, you get transport, and a drop pod, and the venerable dread. I've already done the math. You save $95, which comes out to 29.6%, which I believe is the same as the Battle Forces. I believe they were also 30% savings. And then hopefully we can get these through our local gaming stores at an even bigger discount. So I know all the competitive gamers like, oh, there's nothing in there I need. And the veteran gamers like, I already got all that crap. But it's not really that bad of a deal. And if a brand new player buys this box, they actually have, it's not really competitive, but they actually have like a playable army that has options and you can do more stuff. So it is a better move, I guess, as far as a start. It's more honest of what you actually need to play a real game. That's a more honest presentation of that. But none of the tax squad will be new, but nothing else in there is new. Like, it's the old commanders in there. You don't get the $30 commander. You get the old customizable commander, which is still going to be better for bits, because the other guy doesn't have any bits. Let's see, you got Apocalypse, Warzone. Haven't really looked at that. That's Necrons versus Space Marines. I'm not too interested in it, but $33. Detailed background, something, characters, battle report, miniature showcase, whatever. And if you just feel like throwing money away, you can click on this one-click bundle, which probably saves you absolutely zero money. So there you go. There's a $866 one-click bundle. You get those silly-ass Centurions, you get an AA tank, a Storm Raven. That looks to be, what, 2 or 3 boxes of Sternguard, because there's some more guys down here. And if you didn't know, Black Templar was rolled into Space Marines, so now you know. Now, you've probably all looked at this stuff already, but I figure my first video back, I had to talk about Space Marines. I know this is going on long, so I'm going to cut it. I will be, as much as I hate on Games Workshop, I'm going to be getting Sternguard, at least 1 box of Vanguard, and maybe one of the tactical squads. So, yep. That's the new Space Marine release, and I am back. I have better internet, so this video is going to load quicker, and I'm glad to be back. I also want to take a minute, even though this video is already going over the 30-minute mark. I want to thank everybody that's been watching videos while I've been gone and inactive. I've actually gained subscribers while I haven't been doing anything. So I want to say thanks to you, my new subscribers, and everybody else who's continued to watch videos. So that's awesome. I am back now. I have a lot of catching up to do, and I have faster internet to do it with. So I plan on pushing out videos here over the next couple weeks to catch up on all these projects I have cluttering 2 different workspaces, the desk in front of me and the table behind me. So, Silver Skull Gamer back in action. Everybody prepare to empty your wallets on the Space Marine release, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Please rate and subscribe and share. Have fun. Alright.